Hello, thank you for joining me for the Bachelor of Science in Pharmaceutical Sciences admissions overview. My name is Katie Watkins and I'm the Program Director of Undergrad Studies here in the College of Pharmacy. So a little bit about myself. This is a picture of my fiance and I, Brutus. Just kidding. However, he did get down on one knee when I met him a few years ago outside of the med center, and that was an exciting moment for me. But a little bit about myself. So yes, I'm the Program Director of Undergrad Studies here in the college. I've been working with the College of Pharmacy for around 6 years. I really love it here because of the family-like atmosphere and the way that we get to know our students. Such a fun place to be. So yeah, thank you for joining me today for this little adventure. The Ohio State University is one of the largest universities with one of the most comprehensive health science campuses in the nation. Yes, this is true. There are so many opportunities for you here at Ohio State due to its sheer size. But the College of Pharmacy is a small college. You are not a number here. Like I said, this is a family-like atmosphere. It is a community. You're going to have smaller class sizes. We are going to present you with lots of unique networking opportunities with alumni, faculty, research, all kinds of opportunities. And of course, you will have the opportunity to build relationships with your faculty members, staff, and peers. Our freshman class is usually around 100 students. We get to know you all by name. You are not a number here. You're not going to get lost here in the shuffle. We are here to support you, and you're a member of our community from the minute that you step foot on campus. The BSPS program is a 4-year, non-licensure degree program that will prepare you for a variety of careers within the biomedical science profession. So what do people do after the BSPS? Many of you probably tuned into this presentation expecting me just to talk about pharmacists, but that's not all we do. Yes, the strong majority of students that do this BSPS degree go on to pharmacy school, but we see students going on to medical school and all other health professions. We've seen students go to veterinary medicine, students go to nurse practitioner programs, physician assistant programs, dentistry, optometry, you name it, we've had students go there. By far, pharmacy school and medical school are the most popular options though. As far as those folks who are not interested in clinical careers, our students who are interested in research and development often will go on to master's degree programs, PhD programs, or entry-level positions within research. Lots of opportunities with this degree. One of the things that makes this program really cool is that you can customize it to kind of achieve your end goal. So if you're interested in a clinical pathway, like I mentioned before, pharmacy, medicine, some other healthcare profession where you are working on the front lines with patients, you would want to follow our healthcare professions pathway. This pathway is going to be tailored for you to include all the most common prerequisites that you're going to see for those professional programs. It's also going to give you a lot of great knowledge about pharmacology, pharmaceutics, basically how drugs work. We'll get into that later. The drug discovery and development pathway is going to give you some more hands-on educational opportunities to allow you to discover your love of research and understand a little bit more about the drug discovery and development process. Every student at Ohio State will take general education coursework, so these are going to be things like social sciences, maybe your psychology course, sociology, your general writing courses, cultural studies, history, those kinds of things. Everyone takes those courses. Of course, you will have many basic sciences, so it's important to set a foundation before you get into those heavy-duty pharmaceutical science courses. So you'll be taking things like chemistry, organic and inorganic, biology, biochemistry, physiology, physics, statistics, and more. We do not require a foreign language for the BSPS program, so that frees up about 12 credit hours for you to take science courses or other electives that you might like to take to learn more about the things you're interested in. We do, of course, encourage you to take a foreign language if you'd like, but it is not required. We require math through Calculus 1, so we don't require any additional math beyond that because for the most part, graduate and professional schools do not require more math than that either. If you'd like to take more math, you're more than welcome, of course, but we do not require it. And then, of course, our pathway-specific courses that make the curriculum so exciting for our students. Once you've got those basic sciences down, you'll move into the pharmaceutical sciences, where you can then apply that basic science knowledge. So you're going to cover subjects like medicinal chemistry, so understanding drug discovery and development. How are drugs made from synthetic or natural compounds? Pharmacology, of course, how do drugs work? Modes of action, uses, effects of drugs, the really cool stuff. Pharmaceutics, so drug delivery. How do we get a drug to effectively do what it's supposed to do by administering it in a very particular way? Pharmacy practice and science, of course, where you're going to learn about how pharmacists prevent and treat illnesses and disease with medications, and of course, pharmacy ethics. And then the really cool section of the degree, which I like to call the choose your own adventure part, the pharmacy elective. So this is where you get to choose from a list of more than 30 to 40 classes that are really tailored by our faculty to give you in-depth information about different subjects within the pharmaceutical sciences. So some courses, for example, that are listed here, Patient Perspectives is one that I love to talk about because it really is a unique course. So in this course, faculty are going to be teaching you, yes, about a disease state, but they're also going to be bringing in actual patients who live with the disease that they're talking about. So for example, if you're learning about diabetes, you will learn a little bit about the disease of diabetes, and then they'll bring a patient who is diabetic into the class to talk with you about the perspective that they have as a diabetes patient. So you would do this with numerous disease states and really get a good understanding and help you to build that empathy around patient care. There are lots of awesome classes within our electives, and I certainly invite you to check those out on our website. We are unique. So much so that I dedicated an entire slide just to those words. But in all seriousness, the BSPS is one of only 19 other programs in the entire country that does what we do. For the most part, it's very difficult to find a program that will educate you as an undergraduate around the pharmaceutical sciences. So to be connected the way that we are to a college of pharmacy, to allow you to move seamlessly from undergraduate coursework into graduate or professional coursework while giving you the foundation to help you understand these amazing techniques and sciences is a really, truly unique situation. So I'm excited that you found us. We also do pharmacy school very well. We are currently ranked number 7 in the top 10 best pharmacy schools from US News and World Report. We're very proud of that fact. So if you are interested in becoming a pharmacist, definitely keep your ears peeled for the next few slides. So within our college, we do have 2 routes in which you can become a pharmacist. We have our BSPS traditional pathway versus our BSPS PharmD combined degree program. So you'll see here, Batman and Superman duking it out. And I will point out that they're both superheroes and they're both awesome. So there isn't one program choice that's better than the other. So the combined degree program is just exactly what it sounds like. We are taking courses from your undergraduate degree and from your PharmD degree program and combining them together to create a 7-year program experience. So this way, if you know you want to become a pharmacist, you can get there 1 year sooner. This, of course, saves you money and time, as well as allows you to be able to earn money as a pharmacist 1 year sooner. I do like to point out that the cost-saving side is on the undergraduate side of the curriculum. So you will take 3 years of undergraduate coursework and then 4 years of professional coursework, resulting in 7 total years. Of course, this option is not for everyone, and that's okay. Many students opt to complete their Bachelor of Science in Pharmaceutical Science in the traditional 4 years. So students may or may not be sure if they want to become a pharmacist, so they like the freedom of choice with a bachelor's degree program. With this program, you can explore, take your time, volunteer, get a job, figure out what you'd like to do. It makes it a little bit easier to complete some of those cool degree enrichment things that we offer at Ohio State, like the honors program, a minor or 2 or 3 sometimes, study abroad, things like that. Of course, you're going to have a more balanced course load. Yes, with the combined degree program, you are taking less courses, but the courses that you are taking are still the heavy sciences. So to complete your bachelor's degree in 4 years gives you a little bit more time to balance out those science courses. And of course, you're just going to have a little bit more time for extracurricular endeavors. So all of this, of course, is dependent on any college credit plus credit that you may have coming in, or any AP credit that you may have earned. So I would say after this presentation today, please feel free to contact me so that we can talk about what this would look like for you. So I have a question for you. What if you knew you had a seat in the Ohio State Doctor of Pharmacy program, the PharmD, before you even set foot on campus starting classes? Well, if that is interesting to you, I think you will find our early assurance program of interest as well. So our EAP program provides high school seniors with direct admission to our Ohio State University PharmD program. This is a guaranteed seat in our PharmD program when you walk in the door as a first-year student. You do have to apply for this program. It is a separate process from our Ohio State application process. So you do need to apply by the deadline, which is January 31st. So as a high school student, you need at least a 3.5 GPA, obviously an interest in pursuing pharmacy, and then you fill out our online application form and submit 3 letters of recommendation and a resume, and then finally you'll come for your pharmacy school interview on campus. Our applications will be available from August 1st to January 31st, so I highly recommend getting things in early, because the sooner that you apply to the EAP program, the sooner that we can interview you for that program and hopefully guarantee your seat. And of course, you have the choice with this program to complete either the combined degree option, so the 7-year program, or stay on the traditional BSPS 4+4 track. So yes, you have guaranteed admission to our PharmD program, but you do have to meet some criteria before you matriculate. So one is that you will follow our healthcare professions pathway courses. That means that you will complete all of your PharmD prerequisites prior to going into the program. You will need to live in our pharmacy learning community for 1 year and actively engage in programming. We recommend your first year because that is when most people live there, and most of our programs are tailored toward first-year students. Now, I will say, Pharmacy House, it sounds like you're in a house away from everyone else, when that is not the case at all. The Pharmacy House learning community is located in a residence hall, Morrison Tower, among other students. So your floor is going to be majority pharmacy students. Your roommate will be a student in this program as well, but there will be students throughout the residence hall with different majors, so you'll get to meet lots of different people. You need to finish your undergrad studies with a 3.0 or higher as a GPA. Of course, we definitely encourage you to shoot for higher, but this is just to show you that we don't expect you to be perfect. One of the great benefits is that you don't have to take the PCAT. So your seat is guaranteed to you. You just have to do well in school. We don't require the PCAT for students in the EAP program. And then finally, we just need to know by January 1st of your final year in the program if you would like to matriculate into the PharmD the next year or not. So this is a non-binding program. We have some students that this is their goal from the minute they set foot on our campus. This is what they want. They want to go to pharmacy school at Ohio State. Nothing else matters. And then there are students who are like, yeah, this is my back pocket option. I'm going to look at some other career paths, or maybe at some other pharmacy schools. Either way you slice it, the program is there. If you have a seat in it, you're guaranteed admission to our program whether you decide to take it or not. So shifting gears away from pharmacy and academics for a minute, I do want to talk a little bit about how our College of Pharmacy staff support our students. We have a few key areas here that I love to highlight because I feel like this is some of the most important work that is done within our college. So first of all, academic advising. So our advisors are just absolutely wonderful people. They are very well trained. They have all of the knowledge that you need to help to be successful as a student in the College of Pharmacy, yes, but also as a student at Ohio State. They are very knowledgeable about resources and how to get students connected. We also keep an advising load of around 200 students per advisor. this allows for our advisors to give you very individualized one-on-one attention where you need it most. Second, I'll talk about our career advising. So we have a whole career office in our College of Pharmacy that's just for our students in the college. Ohio State has awesome career development resources for any student that attends the university, but this is specialized to our college. So we have 2 career advisors who will do one-on-one advising with you, resume reviews, mock interviews, all that kind of stuff. They do wonderful career development workshops, and they teach courses at all levels of our college curriculum. So you'll see them as an undergraduate student and as a PharmD student in the college. Next, I like to mention our embedded mental health counseling program. So again, Ohio State has awesome counseling resources for students all across campus. But the College of Pharmacy offers our very own services within our walls. So we have an embedded mental health counselor that is available just to our students, and they are a wonderful resource. And then finally, last year we began a brand new program offering chemistry tutoring for free to our students in our general chemistry and organic chemistry sequences. So we found that many students will struggle in these courses, and although the university does offer wonderful tutoring and support resources, there are just simply so many students that need to utilize these resources that it's difficult sometimes for students to get the one-on-one attention that they need, which then, they turn to private tutoring, which is costly. So we decided to start this program to see if students would find it useful, and they most certainly have, and we do plan to continue it in the future. So a few other things to highlight about our college. One is that we have a spring break education abroad opportunity where you can learn about healthcare and pharmacy in another country. So we've gone to England, we've gone to Switzerland, we've gone to Italy, some really cool trips, and a way to get exposure to these other countries and these other healthcare systems without going away for a long-term trip. Of course, if you would like to do a long-term trip, Ohio State does go to every continent in the world, so you can find a trip that lasts as short as a week and as long as a year. So definitely check out our study abroad website for more information about that stuff. Similarly, undergraduate research is a huge thing on campus, and many students are interested in getting involved. So we have research available to our undergraduate students from the first year you're a student here on campus if you'd like to get involved. So our faculty are very open to mentoring undergraduate students and love to see you get involved. And of course, student involvement. So tons and tons of student orgs on campus in general, but I did want to highlight a few things that you can do within the College of Pharmacy. So first of all, you can volunteer at COSI, which is our science museum here in Columbus, Ohio, in our Generation RX laboratory. So what they do in that laboratory setting is teach kids about safe drug use and really just science in general. So you get to do experiments with different kids to teach them about science and medicine. Super fun. And you get to work on your communication skills. Some of our student organizations like Outreach RX and Pharmacy Club are very involved. You can learn about pharmacy professions, different specializations and things like that within Pharmacy Club, where Outreach RX is more about going into the community and educating people or educating yourself on different areas of drug science and pharmacy practice. And then, of course, I already mentioned our pharmacy learning community. If you'd like to go to this YouTube link that I have listed here, you can see a short YouTube video from our grand reopening from a couple of years ago in the College of Pharmacy. We've been going through some major renovations, and I would definitely recommend that you check this out. It's about 1.5 minutes long, and it'll give you a quick overview of what to expect with our facility. So who doesn't like to hear about opportunities to get some money, right? So first of all, let me tell you a couple things that we have to offer for incoming first-year students in the College of Pharmacy. So first is our Meyer Foundation First Pharmacist Scholarship. This was a generous donation from the Meyer Foundation and does cover full cost of attendance, not tuition, attendance for first-generation college students pursuing a career in pharmacy. So we do require that you apply for our EAP program if you would like to be considered for the Meyer Foundation First Pharmacist Scholarship. And again, this does cover the full cost of attendance, so that's a major award. The second scholarship I will mention is our Orr Scholarship, the William Craig Orr and Mary Black Orr Scholarship. This is a scholarship that we offer to 5 new first-year students that are coming into our program, and it is a one-time award of $7,500 for those students with financial need, and there is an essay requirement. So definitely recommend that you check these out at go.osu.edu/BSPS scholarships. Of course, make sure you get that FAFSA filed. You can't be considered for any of these awards without fulfilling that FAFSA application, and of course apply to all of the scholarships that are available through the university. These are all outlined on the financial aid website, and please, please, please take some time to look at that. They make it really easy these days. It's one application that applies you to all of the scholarships that you are eligible for, so check it out. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn a little bit more about the BSPS program at Ohio State. I am so thrilled that you're interested in our program, and I certainly want to offer you the opportunity to chat one-on-one with me. If you are interested in setting up a time to set up a video chat, a phone call, anything like that, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. My email is listed there, watkins.541@osu.edu. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have for me, connect you to a student ambassador, look at your college credit that you've earned already in high school, or things that you're considering taking to make sure that you're making the best use of your time, all of that kind of stuff. Do not hesitate to reach out to me at all. Our website there, pharmacy.osu.edu, is going to have lots of great information for you in the undergraduate program section, so check that out. Do not forget to get that Ohio State application submitted by November 1st for the early action deadline. Of course, these are due by February 1st at the very latest, but that early action deadline allows you to be eligible for all those awesome merit-based scholarships that you've worked so hard to be eligible for. So November 1st, get that application in. And as soon as you submit that, make sure that you submit your EAP application as well, which can be found on our website. The sooner you get that EAP application in, the better. Once you receive your admission to Ohio State, we can then interview you for the EAP program. So again, thank you so much for your time. Please do not hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. Thanks a lot, and go Bucks!